Well, Coach, congratulations there. The number 9 national seed, first time ever in program history to get a national seed. Just kind of your reaction now that you've had a few minutes to think about their making that honor, and obviously your bracket.
Obviously happy for the team to get into the tournament and host for the first time. It's obviously a testament to what they've been able to do, but obviously my mind races to Friday right away and already nervous. So, but I'm excited for the team. I think they deserve it, and we're going to have to do some research on the first round and be ready to go.
Did you have any expectations going into the selection show? Any thoughts seating wise or anything like that? Or did you just kind of have an open mind and just say, you know what, whatever they do, we'll just go with it?
No, it's interesting. You didn't really know with the COVID year how they can mix things up with a hosting perspective. I thought we were obviously deep enough in the rankings that we probably didn't have to worry about that. So I knew we were going to be around that 8-9 seed, and kind of doesn't matter because you match up there. But, didn't know who we were going to bring. Usually they do it regionally in Florida. So we obviously were thinking, Miami was a good chance. But, whatever it is, we knew whoever was in the second round or first round, it's not going to be easy at all. So.
Well, the big thing is you don't have to travel. You get to bust your familiar home field there, home court. How big is that? Whereas 2 years ago, you were on the road. You were the road team. You had to go all the way on the road as an unseeded team. Now you get to at least stay home throughout the duration of this.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think there's pros and cons. Obviously when you play at home, you're comfortable with the conditions. The courts, you got your fans, and that's great. Sometimes when you go on the road, you get it in a routine. You kind of are always with the team. You're at a hotel, so there's pros and cons. But obviously, we want to play home. We fight hard all year to play home, and I think the girls are going to be super excited to play in front of a home crowd and try to get out of our pod.
You went to that Sweet 16 in 2019. You got so many players from that team on this team. How much is that going to help you through this tournament, having that experience, having that taste of that success, and having that taste of, hey, we want more?
For sure. I mean, no doubt that it helps. I mean, we have a veteran group who's kind of been there and, knew what it took, the effort that it took for us to get to the Sweet 16. I mean, it took everything we had in every match that we played, and we're going to have to approach it that same way. And, when we lost to Pepperdine, we had our chances, and I'm sure everybody would like to take 3 or 4 points back in the match they played, because I think it could have been a different result. So, it's a fine line once you get to the NCAA tournament. It's, matches are decided by 4, 5, 6 tennis points, so we're going to have to be dialed in and understand the fight that it's going to take to advance.
How much of that experience too helped you as a coaching staff, kind of going through that, and maybe things you picked up on that you'll use this time around?
Yeah, I think it's you try to motivate, and you try to get them to play hard, but at the same time to play smart and reserved, and understand that it's going to take some poise and big moments in these matches, and you're going to have to stick to your tactics and still play aggressively and go for your shots instead of kind of wait for teams to miss, and at this point of the season, it's going to be about who's tough enough and brave enough to take their chances in big moments, and those are the teams that sometimes advance.
Obviously, for those that may not have followed, obviously you got a great group coming back from that Sweet 16 team, but you've had some great players throughout depth on this team. Just talk about, for those that haven't followed your team on a daily basis, about your players and some of the players that have stood out there, singles and doubles, and helping have this success.
Yeah, obviously it starts with, our seniors right now. Rebecca Stolmar and Senya Kuznetsova is our first recruits. Sarah Culbertson, another senior, they've been great leaders for us. They've been through it all. And, Rebecca has been a rock for us in our singles lineup, was a doubles All-American last year with Marie Mattel, which was a great accomplishment for them. They've been a great doubles team for us. Lara Zaleva has been improving every year. Has a chance to be an All-American this year in singles, is currently top 20 in the country, playing really good tennis. And, we've always played pretty good doubles. I feel we've done a good job, and that's going to be important for us in the tournament. But, we have good players, but you got to show up on the day, and you got to come out with some confidence and some guts and do well the next day.
Both you and the men's team, number 9 seeds, both winning conference championships. We talked before the season about what this is, that competition, that friendly competition between the both programs and bringing the best out of each other. And how fitting, you're both number 9 seeds. You both get to host for the first time ever, and you both get to stay home.
I think it's great. Obviously the teams push each other. I think everyone's really into, building, this place into a powerhouse. And I think we're excited about that. I think both our teams feel it. Every year it's been, they've been outdoing themselves so far, and it's been exciting to see that they just keep, pushing the bar and the limits for UCF each and every year. And now we both get to host and to be the same seed. And, we know that both teams are going to fight their butts off to try to play in front of the home crowd in the round of 16. And that's the only thing that they're thinking about right now.
My last question, you're going to open with Charleston Southern. You've got Miami and FIU, some familiar teams. What's going to be the keys to being successful here and making a deep run?
We're going to have to do some research on Charleston Southern. And, if we're fortunate enough to get by that one, whether it's FIU or Miami, usually the key is the doubles point is key in postseason. And it's going to be a bunch of 6-4, 7-5, 7-6 sets. And, whoever can, come up in those moments and buckle down and win some of those key points. That's what it's going to be. All the teams are going to be motivated and we're all used to this weather. So I don't think any of us are going to have a weather advantage. But, it's going to be deep in sets and who's going to be able to be tough enough to come through it.